Bring you an update coming through from East Africa now. Thousands of Tanzania's Maasai people have fled their ancestral lands. It is understood authorities have unleashed the full power of the military to drive the Maasai out. The Tanzanian government allegedly wants to use the land for conservation zones and trophy hunting. Many have been injured by gunshots, but government is refusing to treat the injured, we are told. For more on this, I'm joined now by our correspondent, Isabel Nakiria, who joins us now for an update from Kampala in Uganda. So as you are watching this situation, Isabel, it's a situation that's been sort of a bit of a standoff over the last few days, developing slowly and, coming into picture, into full view. What is our understanding of what's at the heart of the dispute between the government and the Maasai people in that area of Loliondo, I believe it's called, in Ngorongoro region?
It's true, about 150,000 Maasai pastoralists are facing eviction from the government. We also have to note that there have been multiple talks between the government and the Maasai warriors, and we know that about 100,000 of these people had agreed to move or relocate to a different area, but also there's pressure mounting from the rest of the group that did not agree to move. But it's also worth noting that part of this Loliondo Forest Reserve has been allocated to a foreign hunting company from the United Arab Emirates called the Otalu Business Corporation. And so there is a delicate balance between leaving the Maasai warriors who have been living in this area for quite a long time and, going for the lucrative business in trophy hunting. In the recent past, since the lifting of the ban in 2018 on trophy hunting, Southern African countries, Tanzania inclusive, have, picked interest or renewed interest in trophy hunting. We understand that, it's a very lucrative business and, Tanzania would like to reap profits or revenues from this. Just a 21-day, hunting escapade would go for about 60,000 US dollars, and trophy hunting of just one elephant goes for about 15,000 US dollars, and a lion about 12,000 US dollars. So you can see the delicate balance here where the government wants to get profit from, such a lucrative business and a community of people who are trying to make a living from nomadic, pastoralism.
So what is our understanding as we speak tonight, Isabel, of the tensions then as they've been playing out? Are the tensions easing, or is there a sense of, hold your horses, let's talk, let's discuss and see if we can find a way forward, or is there a sense of escalation?
Today, there has been some calm restored. Of course, talks are still ongoing between the community and the government. But as I said, it's a delicate balance. And because the Tanzanian government has seen an increasing rise in its wildlife populations, and so we know that the government would like to really benefit from its wildlife populations after that ban was lifted. And so we know that, from the past, Tanzania has been a hotspot, an ivory hotspot in poaching. And poaching has gone down due to, strict measures by the government and harsh punishments of over 30 years in prison, or 10 times the value of an animal. So the government is really trying to make sure that this area, the Loliondo area, which of course is very pristine and is a luxury safari hotspot, is given out to the hunting escapades.
And in the meantime, Isabel, my understanding is that this story is attracting widespread international attention, including, civil rights organizations and conservationists who are weighing in on the situation.
Of course, of course, this situation has attracted widespread, concern and criticism from the international community, the conservationists, human rights activists who have come out to not try and, support the communities because they think that the Maasai have been here for a long time. It's an indigenous tribe that depends on this area for their pastoralists, and of course, chasing them out just like that would mean that they lose their livelihood. But again, the government is in plans to relocate them to areas outside the reserves. But of course, when people are used to a certain area and just coming out and throwing them out, it attracts quite an outcry. But we are yet to see how it's going to play out.
Yeah. All right, thank you for that. That's our correspondent in Kampala in Uganda, Isabel Nakiria, giving us an update there on the situation playing itself out in Tanzania that has been developing over really the last few weeks or so around the declaration of some areas as game reserves as opposed to what they previously were, game, protected areas where there could be residents as well, people just living as they always have in those areas. But the government now deciding that they're going to move towards declaring them game reserves, which is said to have the effect of displacing a lot of those Maasai people who've lived there for generations, really.